Hey, SBG crew, this is Janelle Corey. Welcome to a day in the life of a social worker. I'm a clinical social worker. I work at a Bellevue hospital. I work for a program called the ACT team. So basically, what I do is I go out into the community. I meet with our patients who are persistently and severely mentally ill. So people with schizophrenia, people with schizoaffective disorder, some people with bipolar disorder. And basically we bring them their medication, we take them to appointments, we meet with them every week just to make sure that things are going okay. If things are not going okay, then we can intervene before anything bad happens. So I'm just here to just talk about what my day looks like. So right now it is 1 o'clock. I'm in my office. This morning I was at one patient's home in Peter Cooper Village. A very nice, kind, very guarded, beautiful Senegalese woman. And we met for about 10 minutes, and she shared with me the frustrations of dealing with side effects of medication and when there aren't really other options, and having to be patient and asking for changes. This is a woman who is very prideful and very regal, and she finds it embarrassing to have to deal with certain side effects, and I don't blame her. But the alternative, unfortunately, is life not being as stable as it is. And that's a really tough position to be in, so I don't envy her at all. And then after meeting with her, I went over to a residence, a supportive housing residence, and met with one of our patients who actually just moved in to the residence. She was formerly living in a private residence with her elderly aunt who unfortunately passed away. And so because this woman is really unable to manage any of her daily living tasks on her own, we were fortunately able to get her housed into private supportive housing, and now she's in a place where there's staff on site, there's nursing, there's people to help administer her medication. They get breakfast and lunch for a small fee every day. Someone manages her money. She's in a place where she really gets the help that she needs, and fortunately it was there when she needed it. And then after that, I came back to my office where a client was waiting for me unexpectedly, and we met so that I can give him his medications. He's someone who is a young guy taking medications regularly. When he doesn't, he tends to be a little bit more aggressive. His moods change pretty quickly. He can get pretty irritable. Unfortunately, we were able to have a good discussion about seeking proper medical care. A lot of the times our clients don't get proper medical care, either because they just don't manage it on their own, and we had to step in and do it. So we talked about making him an appointment for just some medical things that he's been dealing with recently, and hopefully he'll go. One thing I should add is that when I came back to the office right before meeting him, I was informed that one of our patients did unfortunately pass away last night. So that's something that our office is dealing with right now. Totally unexpected, totally a shock. We found out because one of our staff went there, as we usually do on Tuesdays, to deliver medication and check in with the family, and he was informed that last night she stopped breathing and was brought to the hospital and eventually passed away. So that's something that, like I said, our office is dealing with right now, and it's an odd day. So it's 8 o'clock, and I am limping home. After that last message at 1, I did a lot of paperwork, and then we had a meeting to talk about the family and the client who passed away. I realized that even in just talking about it earlier, right after I heard the news, it didn't seem to really hit me, but listening to my coworkers who have worked with this particular patient longer than I have,
and just really hearing about the difficulties that the families will be going through. It's just a really, really sad thing. And as a service provider, you're in a really odd position because you're not quite family, but you feel for them, and this is a person that you knew as well, but there's boundaries, and it's a really tough situation. So you just really feel for the family and hope that they get through this difficult time. And so we really just talked about it and processed it, and this is sort of a part of the work. Unfortunately, sometimes our clients pass away, and that's not something that people talk about ever. It's not something that happens a lot, but it happens. So that's just something that we will be dealing with for the next little while. And so then after that, I do have to emphasize like taking care of ourselves, especially when things like that happen. So I just came from a leg class, a booty class called Brooklyn Booty at Studio Maya in Brooklyn. And so now I am limping home. I'm going to take a nice little walk and just sort of let the stress of the day sort of leave my body and get ready to do it all again tomorrow.